Hi, I'm Meredith Plummer, and welcome to my Storytime studio.
So I'm a bit late to the game. I've never been one for sports, so it took me a few years until I discovered ESPN 8, the Ocho. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Ocho, let me explain. Every year, for one 24-hour period, ESPN2 becomes the Ocho. And they play some interesting competitions, such as the National Cup Stacking Competition, Spike Ball, Pizza Aerobics, and whatever this last one is, where people bounce a volleyball off their head onto a tennis table. Anyway, this year, my husband and I finally recorded the Ocho and spent 2 months watching all of the competitions. My favorite by far was dodge juggling. If you're unfamiliar with dodge juggling, let me explain for a moment. There are several ways to play, but the version that you're looking at here includes 2 teams. Each team has a juggler and a set of dodgeball players. The dodgeball players throw dodgeballs at the other team's juggler, trying to get the juggler to drop his pins. If the dodgeball hits the juggler and the juggler can continue to juggle his pins, he stays in. If the dodgeball hits the juggler's face, that's an automatic disqualification, and the person who threw the dodgeball is out. But if the person who throws the dodgeball is able to get the juggler to drop a pin, then their team wins. So I probably spent a good evening, afternoon, half day watching dodge juggling. And it got me thinking, leadership, ministry in particular, is a lot like dodge juggling. Let me explain. So imagine that the juggler is me, and the pins are the responsibilities that I have. They include things like the Time for All Ages, Sunday school, adult faith development programs, pastoral care, communication, and the list goes on. There's so many of them, I can't possibly attend to them all at once, and so I have to juggle them. Make sure they stay in the air and don't hit to the ground. But at the same time, I have to dodge dodgeballs. And these balls are unexpected obstacles. This year, for me, they were things like a stalker and a pandemic. I had to dodge these dodgeballs and still keep my pins in the air. But in the past, the unexpected obstacles have been things like my children's medical issues and congregational conflict. And the people who are playing this game with me, they're the dodgeballers. Some of them are in my corner. They're on my team protecting me so that I can keep those pins in the air. And some of them are throwing dodgeballs at me. Now, as the leader of one ministry in this congregation, I don't have that many pins. But Reverend Connie, I'm sure she could tell you 20 pins that she has to keep in the air. And all the time, she's trying to dodge these dodgeballs. It's truly amazing what ministers can do. And today, Reverend Connie is going to tell you about the year that she's had.